Hi, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter January 2018 tarot reading. Now we're back into eclipse season with a total lunar eclipse January 31st. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing it from the United States as we did in August, but Down Under is going to get a good view of it. Now this eclipse is going to be closely aligned with Aries, the asteroid of motherhood and women. Spotlights are going to be put on relationships for lovers, family, friends. And if we look back at what's going on in the first of the month, on January 2nd, there's going to be a full moon in Cancer. And this is about home and hearth. So this whole month is really about things that are happening close to home. There's one other notable thing going on, and I mentioned that in the introduction, of a sextile between Jupiter and Pluto. This is going to be the first of three that are going to be happening throughout the year. And this is going to be about big, broad stroke changes of the world and in our culture and our politics as the cosmic collective is changing. And our role as cosmic citizens as well. A renaissance is coming, a spiritual reformation that is going to be quite welcomed. Now for you, Aries, you've got some new beginnings coming. Because the overall energy card is the Magician. You're now seeking the tools. You're going into the shed or into the garage or into your workspace, and you're finding the tools that you need to accomplish what you have in your mind. You've got some ideas rolling around, really creative ones at that. And you're thinking now it's kind of time for some innovative changes. It's like it's about time for you to come out of the closet and start sharing these ideas that you have with other people. The Magician really is about words and communication because his planet is Mercury, the god of messages. This is time now to utilize your potential to live fullest that you can. With him being number one, there's a unity involved in this. You're taking all of the opposing forces and the forces from the celestial down to the earthly and mixing it all up into one magnificent idea that's going to come to some type of reality. And even to you and probably all of the people involved that are watching this happen, it's going to look like magic. You're bringing some things into a blinding light of consciousness. You're using your skill. And now your self-awareness and controlling and guiding to build and make. But there's so many other things going on in this reading. Now the cards on the left, for what you know, you receive the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Now the Seven of Pentacles says that you've sowed some seeds and you're waiting for the harvest to come in. This can be a tenuous time because things are ripening, but they're just not quite ripe yet right now. And this has to do with your emotions and love because of the Two of Cups card, the Minor Arcana version. Now keep in mind that it is the Minor Arcana version, and you can say that in love and affection, sometimes this can't stand the test of time. So this is a tenuous time. And now you're kind of on to making the right decisions at the right time. Any two card is about balance, partnership, and decisions. The seeds are sown, but how they're growing is really up to you. The decisions that you make is how it grows. Now you've got some really excellent cards next door for what is or can be yours. There's the Three of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. The Three of Cups is a celebration card. Everybody's kind of on the same sheet of music singing in harmony. When does that happen? Not often. Cups is about reveling over happy emotions. You've got the Two of Cups back there too, so you've progressed from 2 to 3. 2 is about two opposing forces, and 3 is about creating from these two opposing forces to make a third force. It's the number of creation. And there's some luck involved in this with the Wheel of Fortune there. It's the cycle of life now that's coming back around. This is a cycle of new beginnings with you having the Magician there. If you notice, you have number 1 for Magician, number 2 for the 2 of Cups, and number 3 for the 3 of Cups. 1, 2, 3. The funny thing is, if you add them up, 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. And they consider the number 6 the number of perfection. It's a number of love, too, actually. Of sacrifices for love as well. The wheel is saying that this is a fortunate time to act, to start something with the Magician. Continue it with the affection and love for the 2 of Cups. To find success with the 3 of Cups. But this is a shared success with the 3 of Cups. It's not solidarity here. This has to be shared experiences. Now the 2 cards on the right of the Wheel of Fortune is the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. These are 2 of the most comfortable cards that you can receive. The 9 of Pentacles is about happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, success, getting to a point where you can have luxuries in your life. It's saying you worked really hard. You sacrificed a lot of things to get to this point. 9 is the number of coming to some kind of completion, which does make sense because now then you're picking up with the Magician. Whatever you're dropping off now, you're picking back up to do some new challenge. Or maybe it's just a new leg to the same challenge. But it's saying somewhere in the middle of this you achieved something. And you're feeling really happy about it again because the 10 of Cups is a glimpse of heaven over the Rainbow of Cups. It's another happiness card along with the 3 of Cups. And this is about ameliorating things and emotions and your love for your family and friends. And now this is a number 10 card saying endings and new beginnings. And here it's paired with a 9 for coming to a completion. It's saying really that make sure you clean things up really well for this ending, so that you have an open canvas for some broad brushstrokes for this new beginning. Make sure you clean your tools and bury the hatchets for whatever emotional distress you had. It's time to move on. Now the future cards is the 8 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. Now you're kind of feeling restricted with this 8 of Swords. Any way you go, this way, that way, doesn't feel right. But you know, you're conjuring that up in your mind just like the Magician conjures things up. It might not be your imagination, but you're thinking, no, if I do this, then I can't do that. And if I do that, I can't do this. But the number 8 is the number of authority and responsibility, and it's saying, take a handle on this. You can do it. You can make this happiness happen. And you've got luck involved in it with the Wheel of Fortune and the right time and right place coming up. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise to have this small delay happen with the 8 of Swords. But here you have the 7 of Cups, which is a hard decision to make. Splayed energy and some confusion involved in it. Maybe you just haven't said all of the things in a row that has to be done with the Magician. So maybe you have to go back and do some more planning involved. Make sure that everything goes from one step to the next, because you can make some costly mistakes if you don't make good plans, a good management plan for objectives and goals, setting a mission statement. And with this decision that's coming in that you have to make, is bringing a promise of a new beginning with the Ace of Cups. But this is an emotional new beginning. It's telling you you have to enjoy the journey at the same time that you're making headway in your life. You have to enjoy back there with the 2 of Cups. It's time now to make deeper bonds and have rewards from that. Because the 7 of Pentacles is saying, yeah, something's coming up for rewards. You just have to be careful of what decisions you make. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.